This week's session is a progression from the previous week, but it starts off with a round back roll down, introducing the arm movement as the progression. Then from there, it's one leg out of strap, adding your rotation in to get those obliques firing as well, gently increasing the range of motion every time. And then from here is a red and yellow pretty much all the way through this session. So it starts off with a nice plank movement, bringing your hips to the ceiling, nice bit of hamstring stretching there as well. The progression, keeping your feet on the box, doing the same movement, controlling at the top, gliding the carriageway on your out breath, in breath return. From here, it'll be stepping back to your original set position for a Pilates burpee, keeping your shoulders over the foot bar, so you turn into the squat, press away, back into your squat, and you can come to standing as the final progression. And then from here, it is going to be a progression from last week, so your opposite arm to opposite leg. Again, you can keep your hand on your foot bar if required, and then it is an elbow to knee touch, keeping your hips and shoulders as level as possible through this movement. Following this, we are going to do his first tough leg exercise. So it's going to be a push the carriageway, drop into a split squat, press yourself to standing, and then the progression. While you hold the split squat, you can bring the carriage forwards, push away, return back to standing, 8 to 10 reps on your right leg, 8 to 10 reps on your left. Then being careful to turn 180 degrees, it's hands as wide as you can on your box, turn it into a plank, and then rotating your knees to the side to make it oblique orientated, adding that brief pause at the end, obviously with swap sides as well. And then to finish this plank series, it's holding the plank, moving yourself away to sort of challenge your core a little bit further, just for 10-20 seconds to round the series off quite well. From here, we'd introduce a side work series, so going to use as weights as well, so a bit of tension on your carriage, drop into your squat to an upright row, and then you can introduce a front raise at the peak of the exercise. And then while you're holding the front raise, you can skate away, and then to finish this series as the flow, you can hold the front raise and the squat while you skate your left leg away, breaking it up with a nice bit of spinal flexion, stretch your hamstrings as well. And then your second sideline series would be skater while holding the squat, introducing your lateral raise, and you can hold the lateral raise as a nice burn to finish with. Do the exact same movements facing the opposite way. Then we spin our box into a long box position, laying in prone, hands in short loops, and it's going to be a bit of lateral work, creating back extension. Key emphasis this week on slow eccentric work, so 1 second forwards, 4 seconds back. The second movement in prone is that tricep extension. Again, 1 second forwards, 4 seconds as the tricep lengthens, and then putting the two exercises together, it's a tricep extension, and then reaching forwards, putting the two together for a bit of an extra burn in there. Once we've finished with that, we can get rid of his box, nice and gentle, getting off his carriage, and then it is into supine, hands in short loops. So first exercise is nice and simple, just sweeping your hands forward, extending your toes, and bring your head off your carriage if possible. And then it's the reverse of the upright row, so it's a press downwards, so a bit of peck and shoulder, pressing your hands, bringing your hands towards your armpits, letting your elbows flare out slightly. And then your second short loop exercise is a leg raise, and then at the peak you can progress into pushing your toes to the ceiling. So it's a really difficult progression, that one, but therefore to challenge your clients as well. Difficult getting them last few vertebrae off your carriage. Break it with some stretches, and then it is moving into long loops. So you can start off with some leg circles just to sort of have a bit of active recovery, and then it is going to be into that leg raise from the previous week, and you can bring your lower vertebrae off your carriage. And then this progression is going to be one kick towards your face and one lateral movement while keeping your hips elevated and as static as possible. So the progression from last week is the lateral movement. And then to finish with, you can hold your crunch position, introducing some nice leg raises, and they can turn into a leg press action as well. So again, your head and top few vertebrae off your carriage, keeping that gap between your chin and your chest, and then introducing your closing phase is some hamstring stretch, being careful to keep your legs extended but not locked. Into your glute stretch, using your core to progress the stretch and tucking your knee in slightly. Be exactly the same on your opposite side. You can introduce some relaxation at this point, just controlling his breathing, coming out of the straps 1 foot at a time back onto his foot bar, gently coming forwards, rocking himself right to left, that nice bit of rotation to his spine, and then gently coming to the side of his carriage, all the springs back on, 2 hands on his foot bar, push his hips backwards, decompress his spine, back to standing, lateral flexion to your right and left, test your balance and looking upwards at your hands.